After a 14-and-a-half-hour flight from New York to Tokyo, it feels like you've stepped out of a space capsule and emerged on a futuristic planet. At first, the sleek modernity of the city feels familiar. But before you can say konnichiwa, you start to notice that many things in Japan are not always what they seem on the surface. It's a city of clean lines and striking modernistic architecture. Impossibly polite pedestrians that actually wait for the light to change before crossing the street, and high-tech trains that are quiet, fast, and always on time. But there's a beautiful chaos alongside the neat orderliness. Explosions of light and color emanating from indecipherable signs. And the frantic computerized blips and bleeps of pachinko parlors and video arcades that give the city an electric soundtrack. On almost every level, Tokyo boggles the mind. Yes, Dorothy-san, you're definitely not in Kansas anymore.
Flight 527 ready for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Music Voyager!
You may think you've heard everything, but the world is full of surprises. And when you're hanging out with musicians, nothing is off limits.
Is this what you guys do every weekend?
Every night.
Every night?
Yeah.
My name is Jacob Edgar. Music is my life, and life is short. So crank up the volume and let the voyage begin. Despite its orderliness, or perhaps because of it, this city is filled with eccentricities. You might even call it strange. But it's a good strange, an enchanting, beguiling strange, the kind that's like a mystery begging to be solved, or at least understood. Take Japan's pop music, known here as J-pop. One of the biggest stars in the country is Kyary Pamyu Pamyu, and her current hit, Motai Nightland, is literally playing everywhere we go. The video is so bizarre, you just might think someone laced your last sushi roll with a tab of LSD. We'll admit, the song is catchier than H1N1, and maybe even harder to get out of your head, but it begs the question, what the f***? What inspired this surreal imagery, and how did it become so popular in Japan? To help answer these questions and begin to wrap our head around this country, we sit down with the man responsible for this music, Yasutaka Nakata, a producer for some of Japan's biggest J-pop stars, including Kyary Pamyu Pamyu and the hugely popular girl group called Perfume. Nakata is also a successful musician in his own right, comprising one half of the electropop duo Capsule, who released their 14th album recently. Nakata meets us at our hotel for an extremely rare on-camera interview. Who are some of your influences? Who do you gain inspiration from?
影響を受けてるといえば多分本当に無意識のうちに好きだった多分映画だったりとか本当に例えば本当なんだろうコンピューターゲームとかになってた後ろの音とかそういうのにすごい自然と影響を受けたんだと思います。日本からあんまり出たことがなくて多分東京で自然と目にしているようなものを多分自然と音楽に変換しているので自分自身とかこう日本に住んでて日本人が日本独自だって思うところって意外と気づいてないかもしれないですね。
How would you describe Tokyo? I mean, what's the ambiance of this city?
まあ単純に可能性をいっぱい感じていて、もう本当見てもらったら分かると思うんですけど、もう原宿の交差点とか行くと、もうみんな目が本当キラキラしてて、 街全体から多分ワクワク感がすごい伝わってくるので。
Nakata's chart-topping artist, Kyari Pamu Pamu, has a colorful style that is closely associated with Tokyo's Harajuku neighborhood. It's a well-known fashion epicenter, which was the source of a revolutionary new look in Japan.
いや変わった街だと思います僕も。多分日本人から見ても原宿は変わった街で、その変わった街って思われてる街に行けばできることっていう可能性をみんな感じて集まるんだと思いますね。
Harajuku style is strange, but it's not exactly counterculture. Kyari Pamu Pamu garnered over 50 million hits on YouTube for her music video to Pon Pon Pon, a song that she released in 2011. To find out what inspired the look that led thousands of Japanese people to dress like psychedelic 6-year-olds, we go to meet the art director for the Pom 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 music video, Sebastian Masuda, one of Japan's most famous fashion designers and the owner of 6% Doki Doki. This is his playground, a tiny boutique with an outsized influence, located in the heart of Harajuku, where this whole movement began.
この原宿に、10代の頃から通ってきて見てきたその原宿の風景、そこの中にいろいろこうミックスされたもの、そういうカルチャーっていうのを自分の中でこう取り込んで表現してる。それが一番根底になります。
It turns out there's one particular word in Japanese that's come to define Harajuku style and culture.
可愛いっていうのは、日本人からすると、漢字があるんですけど、漢字に置き換えるとちょっと小さかったり小動物だったりお人形さんだったりそういう風なことを思い浮かべると思うんですが、なのでこういったネズミがいたり、ネズミはこういったおもちゃを全部食い荒らしてる。これは自分の中では可愛いっていう象徴を一回ブロークンしてる、そういうようなイメージ。
Kawaii may mean cute and small, but I don't find this rat fits either of those adjectives.
で特に欧米やヨーロッパとかでは必ずこう大人になるっていうことがすごく求められてると思うんですが、割と日本というのはそういうところがおおらかで、すぐにこう大人になるイコールこう大人のような、雰囲気を作るということではなくて、こういった、子どもの頃に見た風景やこういった体験したものを持っていくことによってもっと豊かにするっていうのは日本では全然許容されていることで、だからカラフルリベリオンと呼んでいます。
Sebastian Masuda's colorful rebellion, the audio and visual palette of J-pop, the kitsch of kawaii, it all seems to come down to a playful refusal to grow up. This might explain why Nakata's musical journey has largely been inspired by the sounds of his childhood, the bright synthetic tones of video games. Akihabara, the Tokyo neighborhood, also known as Electric City, is a nerd paradise. Anything that plugs in, powers on, or boots up, you'll find it here. It's also a gamer's mecca, and home to Nakata's favorite video game arcade and supply store, Super Potato, or Super Potato in Japanese. You can smell the sweaty aroma that emanates from all-night video game sessions, which break only for fuel in the form of ramen and other colorful snacks. It's easy to imagine how young musicians would be influenced by the jumpy electronic sounds looped on game consoles. If pop music gets stuck in your head, this stuff is like super glue on the brain. And for those who consider themselves experts at traditional instruments like the Japanese taiko drum, these Electric City boys will give you a run for your quarters. That kid made this seem easy. It might take a few years and $20,000 in change, but I'll catch up to you one day, kid. The Japanese are known for being exceptional musical imitators. This is the birthplace of karaoke, after all. And it goes far beyond late-night renditions of Hotel California. Looking for world-class salsa, bluegrass, hip-hop, rock? It's all here in Japan. But does that mean that the Japanese, masters of technological innovation, are just mockingbirds when it comes to music? One artist who seems to have some answers is Miyavi, a virtuosic guitarist at the top of the Japanese rock scene.
I used to love blues music, like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
But the world already had Stevie Ray Vaughan. It didn't need a Japanese carbon copy. Miyavi needed an angle.
As a Japanese, as an Asian artist, I wanted to have something kind of, different.
For Miyavi, this meant honoring his own cultural legacy, adding in distinctly Japanese flavors to his sound.
In Japan, there's a traditional instrument. It's called shamisen. It's Japanese guitar. I got an idea from shamisen, players. The way they play, it's really kind of intense. I play the guitar like katana, Japanese sword. People started calling me samurai guitarist.
Here we go. Hi, my name's MIV. Here, what's up? I got MIC from Tokyo to Tokyo. I'm on the with a bumbling big thing. You know it's time to bang. Get to somebody in the prank. Rock, punk, hip hop, the funk, Brits, guys can stop the dance. Oh.
I just came to Tokyo when I was 17. I can't describe this city. It just never sleeps. It's crazy.
What's my name?
I'm proud of living here. But now, I think it's the time to export our music.
More than just a master mimicker, Miyavi represents the unique character of Japanese musicianship. Beyond studying and recycling the sounds the world makes, it's about making them their own and taking them to the next level. If the Japanese are playing rock, they're crushing rock, bringing to it the same masterful technique and devotion to excellence that's made Japanese products so successful across the globe. Despite its size and bustling energy, Tokyo can be oddly quiet compared to Western cities. The subways are so silent, you can hear a chopstick drop. You might get the impression that Japanese people are buttoned up or just plain shy. But what we find in Tokyo's Yoyogi Park proves that looks can be deceiving. Music is everywhere, from street musicians looking to be discovered to young people dancing to the latest J-pop hits. This is where Tokyo comes to let its hair down. And like the classic mullet, Tokyo is business in the front, party in the back. The food in Yoyogi Park is also erupting with adventurous flavors. Octopus balls, anyone?
So what are these called?
Takoyaki.
Takoyaki. Oh wow. And that's pickled radish or
Ginger.
ginger, pickled ginger. I'll give it a taste. Mayonnaise, seaweed, fish flakes, teriyaki sauce, you name it. It's delicious.
The music from the park sometimes spills out into the nearby streets, and it's here that we happen upon Takuma Bradley. Half Japanese, half African American, and always one to attract a crowd. Takuma offers to take us to his favorite Tokyo ramen shop, Akanoden, in the neighborhood of Roppongi.
Arigato.
岩のりラーメンを2つお願いします。僕は大盛り。Are you hungry?
Yeah.
じゃあ大盛りを2つお願いします。
What does ramen mean in Japanese culture?
You'll see a millionaire business dude sitting next to some working class train conductor, whatever, eating, slurping up. I don't know if you knew this, but slurping is totally the way to go here.
Slurping is cool.
Yeah, why be all conservative?
I may need some slurping lessons because I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way. Get
I
the
think
slurp.
you're gonna be a natural.
That is beautiful. Arigato. Arigato. Wow.
Throw some of this pickled ginger in. I can't get enough of the sesame as well, so I'm just gonna ground up a bunch of sesame in here.
All right.
So I'm gonna just kind of mix it up just a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
When I get the scallions involved, I got my bamboo shoots involved. All right,
Okay.
give it a little mixies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now I see you're doing this two-handed.
I like
also.
to have a little soup on the side, so I'm getting everything in one bite. You know what I mean?
Nice, nice. That's neat.
I
Neatly
kinda
done.
let it
All
go
right,
in there a
soup
little bit,
in.
and then
Whoa! Wait a second. That was like speed ramen. All right, I don't know if I can do it that fast. Put a lot of pressure on me. All right, here we go.
man, you're natural. See, you got that. I see.
I got a little
believed in you.
dribble
I
on my
believed
pen
in you.
there. I
Well,
gotta
you know
work
what
on
was
it.
your first time. You're allowed.
That's good, man.
The dribble's good. You save it for later.
Oh my god, that is so good. I'm in heaven. I'm in ramen heaven. College students around the world owe a great debt to ramen. But the dried block of noodles and MSG-loaded flavor packs that define ramen for most of us pales in comparison to the original made-from-scratch ambrosia that can be found in Japan.
I don't ever want this to stop.
Jazz is one of America's great musical art forms, but it's long been more appreciated and respected abroad than it has been in the country where it was born. That's certainly true in Japan, where many jazz musicians who went unrecognized in their homeland are big in Japan, as they say. One of Japan's best-known jazz musicians is Naruyoshi Kikuchi. His avant-garde jazz fusion invokes the spirit of 1970s Miles Davis, when rock and funk met jazz in an incestuous bitches brew. After 3 days wandering the spotless streets of this immaculate city, Kikuchi seems like the perfect guide to Tokyo's more gritty underbelly. We meet in Shinjuku, a neighborhood that's long been home to Japan's counterculture. So this is like the East Village of Tokyo,
Yes. In the 70s in Japan, 学生運動が盛んで、新宿駅は、学生が電車を倒した唯一の街なので、その後新宿はジャズの街ってことになって有名なジャズクラブができたんで。
What was it about the music that spoke to you?
最初はとにかく映画が好きで、家の両脇が映画館だから。映画が好きでよく映画見てるとアメリカ映画には必ずジャズが流れてるからそんで好きになるというような最初はそういうコースだった。
Free jazz, with its emphasis on improvisation, can often be an exercise in the unexpected. The same holds true for Kikuchi's Shinjuku tour. So I asked you to take me to your favorite place in the neighborhood, and I thought you were going to take me to some little jazz club or like a little night food spot, but you've taken me to a department store. That was the last thing I expected.
デパートメントストア、中でもコスメティック、many girls makeup are doing.
You know, that sounds a little creepy.
I have a reason.
Yeah, what's your reason?
It's my twisted nostalgia, you know.
As he tells it, Kikuchi grew up in a red light district, a neighborhood filled with gangsters and ladies of the night. His parents' restaurant was a popular hangout for the locals, and seared into his cherished childhood memories are fond images of watching working women putting on their makeup as they prepared to ply their trade.
I have viewpoint.
You have a place where you go? Seriously? Which brings us to the cosmetics department of the Isetan department store. Like a free jazz solo, sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, even when it takes you to awkward places.
Tell it to the judge.
We couldn't come to Japan without trying sake, a wine made from rice. This place is members only, and the sign out front reads "Sake only" to ward off people looking for other spirits. Sake sommelier Toshiki Takeguchi pours us his 5 favorites, an array of flavors ranging from sparkling, dry, fruity, mild, and something he describes as vintage.
Is there anything special I have to know before I start drinking, or can I just drain them?
一気飲みはやめた方がいいですね。結構重いです。
It's like, go slow, buddy. Take your time. Oh, yes, very fruity, very sweet. You think I could get to be a member? I promise to behave myself.
もちろん。
Yeah. Kanpai.
乾杯。
Kanpai, the Japanese word for toast to your health, also happens to be the name of one of the most popular songs from a Tokyo-based rapper who goes by the name Chinza Dopeness. He's certainly not a rapper who could be accused of taking himself too seriously. We meet up with Chinza Dopeness at his studio to get a sense of what makes his brand of hip-hop uniquely Japanese.
Now, the thing I like about your music is that you seem to be having fun with it.
自分がやることに対してラップやることに対して嘘がないすごい楽しんでエンジョイできてるからそれがなんかそう映るのかな。
You don't try to be gangster.
ギャングスターも大好きだけど自分がギャングスターのことも考えてって自分のことにまで来たからコンシャスラッパーもいて面白いパーティーラップもいてその中で自分が何が合ってるかっていうことをチョイスした時うわこのスタイルになってるとヒーローソング
Hero song.
Hero song.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a Japanese Beastie Boys, Chinza Dopeness brings a lighthearted playfulness to hip-hop.
All right, I have to ask you about your name, Chinza Dopeness. Where did that come from?
それはもう天宇宙から来たんですとそれに近いぐらい意味がわからないもう
His youthful spirit, which is also reflected in the skateboard culture and anime characters that accompany his style, is another example of how, in Japan, growing up doesn't mean you have to stop acting juvenile.
Dopeness freestyle 言葉並べる立てる、ここに立ってるより座ってるテーブルフリースタイル最後の晩餐やる気はねここでまだ生きてるだけ、やる気があるのかねえのかそれよりここにある生えている木、染まる秋照らしたよリバーサイドおじいちゃんおばあちゃんもびっくりしてる高い色ミュージックボイジャーこんにちはからボンボや10まで魅力ドブネスタン新山ものですがどうぞよろしくありがとう
Tokyo is like a cultural geode. It appears nondescript on the surface, but crack it open, and you discover a rainbow of color. Sometimes it seems that the music of Japan will forever be a dialect whose complexities are lost on the foreign visitor. But that doesn't mean we can't appreciate it for what it is. a vivacious, animated, quirky, and sometimes just plain weird reflection of Japanese culture. We've had just a small taste of the cultural umami that is Tokyo, and our appetite is far from satiated. We look forward to discovering more of Japan's exotic flavors on the next episode of Music Voyager. Until then, sayonara.
Hi, my name's MIB. You was a fire, am I safe from Tokyo to Tokyo? Come on with brain, thick string thing. You know it's time to bang. Get some in the bang. Rock, funky, pop, no funky. Bet you guys can't stop the dance. Come on. What's my name?